All right, so let's open up the Recreation Commission meeting. Tonight is Tuesday, February 5th. It is 6:31 p.m. Thanks to everyone for coming. Just a reminder, we're being videotaped for future broadcast on the cable systems and the town website. First up is to review and hopefully approve the policy for use of and improvements upon town property and facilities. So I passed that out in the packet. I sent it out early last week. I hope everyone has had a chance to review it. It's pretty straightforward for the first 4 or 5 pages. It's the property form we've always had. Just the repairs and improvements to town-owned property there at the end has been added on after the painting over of the Tiger Marrow this past summer. So I don't know if anyone has any questions, comments, or if we're just ready to go ahead and approve it.
I think it's a good document, well put together.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay, then I'd be looking for a motion for the Recreation Commission to approve property policy.
A motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Jen, seconded by Hannah. Any further questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. 5-0. That was easy enough. Okay. Secondly, the town administrator's office has asked us to identify historical and cultural landmarks for the policy that would be covered under it. I mean, that's where, at least I think it gets a little tricky. I'm not sure, other than Soldiers Field and the gymnasium, I'm not sure where else.
Yeah, that was my 2 exact same ones. I mean, Martin Road fields are pretty cut and dry. I don't know anything major. I mean, they would come to us first anyway, but so Martin Road, the VFW soccer field, I mean, they're going to be in later for some.
Right.
That may be something that we want to let the selectmen know that they want to do.
Right.
Cutting all the trees and expanding the parking there. But
do we want the VFW and Martin Road to be covered under this policy? Do you think that's a good idea? Or do you think?
I think that the VFW does fall underneath the historical part of it, right? That building, the property.
yeah, the building, I wouldn't say that this would.
No, we wouldn't.
That's
Cover.
something-
So the,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been to soccer. The building's kind of out front. The soccer fields are
Right
kind of in the back before
yeah.
the
Okay.
pit, the sand pit back there. I'm not sure there's anything of any historicals. You guys have been in town longer than I
No,
have.
that was a historical cornfield when I was a kid, where the fields
it?
are now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's where the old dog pound was too. We actually had a dog pound in those days.
Wow.
Yeah, olden days. And like I said, Martin Road's pretty cut and dry. We have the volleyball court up top that's, you know, rarely used. And soccer is attempting to build their field, which everyone's well aware of.
Right.
And the 2 fields are the 2 fields. You know, I don't see a big.
To do over that? No.
Yeah, I mean, what's the most we would, the rec would allow is, you know, not a lot, there's not a lot to do.
Playground up there, if somebody wanted
Yeah.
to include that. I don't know who would do something up there, but
Mm-hmm.
not sure if we want to include that or not.
I'm sorry?
For the updates, that's what you're thinking, like
Well,
you're saying if you update.
you know,
the player.
I guess if it's, yeah, 15
Okay.
years from now, if some group decides they want
Redo it.
to redo it or
Paint
something, then
Yeah.
maybe we should include that on that too.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Yeah, you might as well keep it uniform.
Insurance.
Okay.
I have no problem.
Now, nothing in that document really impedes the youth groups to go in and make improvements. It's just massive structural
Yeah, major
changes.
changes. And like you said, Soldiers Field is a historical ball field, we all know that.
Right.
And everyone respects that, so
Plus, automatically.
Yep.
that should be in it.
Okay. So then I'd be looking for a motion to say that the rec commission would recommend Soldiers Field, municipal gym, and the Martin Road complex or just the playground? What is it?
I thought the playground.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
and just the playground, okay.
Yeah.
So I'd be looking for a motion to recommend those to the town administrator's office to be held under this policy.
So moved.
Motion made by Mr. Bonin. Is there a second?
Devil's advocate, we've got a group where many more people are.
Yeah.
So it's really never a contract.
Any other questions or comments?
I have none.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. 5-0, unanimous. You free here for soccer, Les?
Yeah, I think Dave Dassler's gonna come.
As of an hour ago, I believe he is too, so.
Oh, okay.
You can have a seat if you want, or you sit right here at the table.
I'll stand and go pretty quick.
Well, I don't think we're quite ready for you, so
Okay.
that's why we'll give Dave a couple. I told him, 6:40, 6:45, because you guys are fourth on the agenda, so we'll give him a minute to come and then
Cool.
go through it.
Notice of.
Next, playground sign for North Village condominiums. So this came up, I happened to be watching, embarrassing to say, the Building and Facilities Committee meeting, because I was trying to figure out what's going on with the window project this spring in the gymnasium. And somebody happened to ask Bill about signage up there, and he said that was the purview of the Recreation Commission. And so there is some signage up there,
Yeah,
but
there's
it's,
some warning stuff.
yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's easy to understand that that's available to the public.
You may leave at any
Is it?
time, but
It is.
the time
It's supposed to be?
varies.
Has it been conveyed to the town yet? I know it's
Yeah.
going, it
Yeah, I
has
think
been.
it just turned over.
Yeah.
So, I don't think public welcome is quite what we wanna put up there, but I'm not sure how to, is there a way we could communicate that with signage that says?
What is the signage now?
It's just some warning signs and rules and regs.
Contemplating withdrawal
Okay,
from-
we did that last, did we?
We did, like a
Yeah,
while
correct.
ago.
Yeah,
we
you-
did.
yeah.
Meetings ago, yeah, you guys talked
Correct.
about that.
And it is fenced in entirely with gates and what have you, like we
A
asked.
separate written notice of a vote to withdraw no
Yeah.
later than February 1st, prior to it.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Withdrawal.
Yeah.
Just like a small one that says like open to the public underneath the
Yeah,
other
maybe
one.
on the
You can-
fencing or something
You can
like
just get
that.
that, yeah, made probably anywhere.
Okay. Would we have to communicate that to them that we were doing that? Would we request them to do it? I'm not sure.
I think our opportunity to request that is done, is gone.
Okay.
So,
Right.
a smaller sign is 50 or 60 bucks.
Okay. So maybe we could
Yep.
do that out of our budget, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So I can order the sign, just gotta tell me what you want on it.
I think what she said, open to the public,
Yeah.
is
Okay.
just fine.
All
That
right.
would be great, as long as everyone agrees.
Although,
Um,
honestly, I still think we should.
So I'd be looking for a motion to spend no more than $100
That's
on,
fine.
on a open to the public sign for the North Village playground.
So moved?
Second.
Motion made by John, seconded by Tim.
Procedural thing.
Any other questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Should be required annually to go.
All right, guys, are up. We have Dave Vassar and Les Stevens from the Douglas Soccer Program. They are doing some field work and are here to talk about it. So I'm gonna turn this over to John. I know he had some questions on where we're going with this.
Yeah, so if you guys wanna go first and then,
Yeah, basically what we're looking to do is cut down some trees up at the VFW soccer field to extend parking out. When you look at Saturdays and Sundays, sometimes during the week with the single lane road coming through there, we've had a lot of people having to park up at the VFW post. And it causes a bit of a problem with foot traffic and cars coming in and out. So with the removal of these trees, it's gonna add, I think, about 30 more parking spaces,
Yeah, about 20 or so.
somewhere around there, so between 20 and 30 parking spots. Just to reduce the number of parking that's required up at the VFW post, and which will then reduce the foot traffic going back and forth during the busiest times. So it's primarily in between games, so you have teams coming in, you have teams coming out. And that is a one-lane
14
road,
to
so,
park at one time, basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
And at any given time, I mean, for like a U10 or U12 game, we probably have about 60 cars up there. And this would pretty much accommodate all of them that are up there.
I know I got this drawing from Dave Sherman.
Yep.
You guys are pretty familiar with it,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
showing
Yeah, it's
so the shaded areas where they would like to
They thought
cut.
that we'd be okay.
yeah, it's mainly where the parking lot kind of, you know, stops right now, and there's a little jag, and there's a little uncleared area with some trees hanging over,
Hanging over the fence.
and over the fence, as well as an area just overgrowth. You know what I mean? Kind of where the regrind stopped. You know, it goes a little bit beyond that to be able to get some parking spots in there.
So is this past the parking lot or before the?
Past it.
Past it.
Past
On
the
opposite side of the
regrind area.
John, is at the end of, it's wet back there, the conservation area?
Yeah, it'll be, probably have to have a stop at the conservation
Yep.
Yeah,
committee. I know, I spoke with Bill Cundiff already, he's willing to guide these guys through that. I know someone went
Yeah,
there
Steve
already.
Zisk was up there, walked it with Steve Clancyk and Dave Sherman.
Oh,
They marked the trees and all of that stuff, what we're looking to do, and
okay,
he gave us just a preliminary, yeah, you'll probably have to go to conservation and
yeah.
get it passed.
And then, we probably have to get a letter from the water sewer department, just saying that that's the aquifer there. The cutting, removing the trees. I've already spoke to Bob, and he said he wouldn't have an issue, but let's just get it in writing.
Yeah.
So we,
Yeah, it's pretty straight. Clear.
yeah.
Can Steve help them with that, or how would they go about doing that? Would they just
Can we
contact
get a
the water
quorum on the
themselves,
phone?
or?
I mean, I'll certainly speak to him and ask him to get us something. in writing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that he's reviewed the plan, that he's okay with the
Yeah.
cutting plan, let's say, whatever you want to call it. So,
So is this something, we just voted on the policy that we want these guys to,
So the group has to say
if it's somewhat of a major renovation, go to the selectmen and get the blessing like we just talked about? Or,
As long as 6 were physically present.
When do you wanna have it done?
probably in the spring, you know, or in the spring. It's kind of, I mean, it's kind of routine maintenance, I mean, because some of the trees have been, you know, dying over the years and not well maintained, so.
Yeah, the trees closest to the field where we have the fenced in area, those that overhang, they're oak trees, so they drop a lot of acorns in the fall. And we've had quite a few issues with kids coming down the field, quick stops, feet out from underneath them, and, I mean, we get the
It's like running on-
landscaper raking out acorns on a weekly basis.
Sure.
And I guarantee that none of those other towns do.
I personally don't think a trip to the selectman's office is necessary, especially if conservation's involved. Well, But, I'll, okay, I was gonna say, if our selectman can chime in, so
To the extent
I think we're all right, as long as everyone's all right with it, so.
What are you doing for water down there?
We have the well that's impossible.
Yeah.
and rain for rent,
Yeah, so we've been bringing in
Still
rain for
doing
rent.
that?
And that's part of the challenge that we have, right? So
You know, and then later on,
from
somebody will
late
say,
spring, we drop that huge rain for rent tank down there, and that takes up probably about 6 spots. So that's pushing people out to the post as well. So. And to me, I mean, it's more of a safety issue with the pedestrian, you know, the people walking back and forth than anything else. I mean, parking's a convenience, you know, but,
That bridge is narrow.
yeah,
I've walked it, I hear you.
yeah.
So,
So there are two different things, so if somebody
Okay.
comes and say, well, that's covered.
I don't think there's any action needed on our part, John?
no,
Okay.
Bill just wants something from us saying to go ahead and give these guys a hand, which I'll send them an
While we're
email.
on the topic.
Okay,
Go and we'll do that.
great, that would be fantastic, thank you very much.
We're having
Anyone else have any questions or comments? You guys have anything else, questions on the ad? All right, great, thanks very much.
good. Nice
Thank you.
work down there.
Thanks, guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right, next number 5 is meeting minutes. So I did the meeting minutes from the last 2 meetings, the one in August where I did not attend.
You did the minutes.
Yeah.
You watched us on TV.
I did,
All
and I could-
7 minutes of it.
I got everything off the TV except, does anyone know who the last name of the
That's
person who
what
came
the
to
charges
visit
at
us?
the lower rate.
That was the guy from the.
You referred to him as Neil, but his
Isn't
Isn't it Neil
last,
Barlow?
Rybicki.
do
Rybicki.
you know how to spell that?
Just how it sounds, I don't know.
RYBICKI.
I think you're right, you're right on.
All right, there we go. All right. So I don't know if anyone wants to take a quick minute to read these over, make sure they're, I can't guarantee there weren't any typos or anything like that. But why don't you read both of them and then we'll review them both. We'll approve them both after that.
David, you're on
I did.
camera.
Okay.
I think that's good.
That's one
The
of
second
those
piece of this.
failure, you know, you
Yeah.
can't spend money on things unless you have a contract. Colleague, brother.
He's got the attorney and one of the selectmen in there, that you're welcome to knock on his door.
You know, I was wondering about that.
This is a visual representation of my guy, you may already use my desk.
I'm the same way. Yeah, we should get a Fresca machine in here. I've got a refrigerator in my office, largely filled with Fresca. And that's
Well, that's
what
my
I need to
alternative,
digest.
and it does funny things to my belly. Recreation. Don't you wanna be a fly in the wall, that's what you think? See, $145,000,
I think they look good. I would make a motion that we approve the August 22nd, 2018 Recreation Commission meeting minutes as well as the Tuesday, November 13th minutes.
Okay, motion made by Tim, seconded by Jen. Any other comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, yes, 5-0. Old business, new business, anybody have any old business? Anybody have any new business?
Well, for the sake of discussion, I'm curious if the town has ever really embraced the hiking trails in the state park and really promoted those as a nice recreational opportunity. I've had the opportunity the past couple of weeks to take the dog out there and it did really,
It's great
really
walking,
nice.
it's great.
You know, we don't have a huge budget, but maybe on our website or in our annual letter that we write, to maybe we focus a little bit on the natural surroundings that we have and how unique it is to be able to call Douglas home.
Agreed.
If we can get DCR to give us maps, we could take images of them and then put them on. It's like there is a
I think
map.
they're online.
Are they? Yeah. So
Or we'll just link it,
yeah,
and we have a
And
new
they can
website,
just-
we'll
yeah. They
probably
can just see them all
respond to the
there.
content.
Yeah.
Great. Do I have anything else?
I don't,
My sense is we would meet maybe late February, or it's February now, maybe early March, just to approve the budget for this year. And see if anything else has come up from there. I don't know, do we want to do the first Tuesday of March? Do we want to just book that now? Would that be?
Fifth?
March 5th
yeah,
again?
5th, yep.
I'm working 3 to 11, but it's fine.
Is there another day that would be better for
You want the 12th?
12th?
3 to 11. 19th I'm off, but it's late.
Yeah, that's pretty late for the budget.
Yeah.
So another day in that week, you're off on the 5th that week?
I am working day shift on the 4th, Monday the 4th.
Monday the 4th looks fine for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So Monday the 4th, 6:30 work well for
Yeah.
everybody?
Yep.
Okay. So, March 4th at 6:30 PM, and Hopefully there will be a room available, so we don't have to sneak in here to the Selectman's office. Right, anybody have anything else? No, I'd be looking for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
John, seconded by Tim, all in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous.